Okay, it's the 5th of March 2025. It's a Wednesday, approximately 48 after 10. And as usual, this is Best Entertainment. Your show, my show, our show. Enti abusia for me mo bibia akwaba edeba okay 101.7 FM so. Jumadi eye Best Entertainment as usual. Ene eye wukwada enti ene eye the midweek edition of the Best Entertainment show. Usually eye Halifax Ansah Addo ena odi jumadi ho chiame. Na ene waka traffic mi. Na se be ya yentena ha monwuma kosi se obeba enti no. Yesi ejabi wu a ejabi ti ase. Enti ye hye jumadi na se mrepamu no obeba abetoa so kama. Na ne nkomo kakra wo ho. Yene yenua fifi koman oyesini twani oyesini ho adwuma. Otesini twam etesini twa ase pa. Enti ene yene ne betwetwe nkomo kakra. All the project biaba ebedi ho nkomo na ya hwe Ghana sini no so in general said the echo. Na ansa na no yesi ene ye African Day, right? Na ochina enso so ye oman afofida. Ochina na Ghana nyamfie dodo sen Yakobi. As usual, nene benete akoko. Wo hye na se ye adwuma na se adwuma ye de pa atena se. And then one patriotic person from the patriotic party, General Socrates Safo, is also seated. In the above bonkomo na mame no ni edwade nkratue kakra sima kakra bi na yenko yanim. Pacha onipa bia wo asase so no wo kanea ene wani eno nti kontromfi aboa kontromfi o se ni suman ene nani enti se wi asese wani duma woni kanea emfa ho ne light akese aye beso wo wani nya ko office pa woni kanea bi enti ade a ehu be hia okese pa wo wabrabom eye wani se we won kwa in general now here say obey your crate asefo na wani ene ho hia pa eno nti eye Whitestone FM ede abase yemfanto wani se o ye ani ho hwehwemu o ye ho ayaresa o ye ho nkyerɛkyerɛ na we nyina wabone boa ede ama just 590 Ghana cedis for Whitestone Eye Clinic na sa 590 Ghana cedis over betua say comprehensive exams na sa comprehensive eye examination and niema ewom ebine consultation say obetena se na ya chechero niema ani so ebine ocular examination, refraction, tonometry, visual field test the a doctor for friend VFT no optical coherence tomography OCT once oko eye clinic obehu sa terms ni bebre and afi color vision testing and I say o she ahwehwani wa oyobi a wo de ahwehwani wa ne nante ana say wo be kan ade a wo she ahwehwani wa no so omoye ho adwuma on say kan no na eye contact lenses ni nyina no akwakoye one pattern nti unya shepe obi ahu hia wo nim say wani ye oya and there is style bia design bia wo no wo de ba no say ye de wo lens na ahyemama kama nti wo design akra ultimate de ba na ye de lens no ahyemama kama nti open sa nsemi ho nchechemu a wo be fresh 0242251983 0242251983 Whitestone Eye Clinic but when he hobai me pacha un se kaneno na Ghana for your general perception be say force atare na ye papa unim sa Ghana ni bia at a point na ye gidi say na obi say aden na force na ye papa obeka cho say force no wo sha unshi obi o hye bi na che say e de dem maako we na mpanyimfo tena se den ne se masa wonni sika wo se mo men ene sa ansensem hu ni nyina ya jaika nyina ene se perfect man e de aba se uwo wanka se o design bi kra fabra na yam design ma de odnama na so wadam fua enye se afi na wo koto force aka se force de wo sha obi a nhye bi da bi nti se ye kaftan African wear hodo designs bia wo pe bia styles bia wo pe bia oba eye perfect man obetwitwa ma kama obe se obegigye agusu ama na bow simple cra ena yesan wo abrochire de no nso bi khaki trousers jeans trousers boxers belt shoes na o hwehwe ye chikwan a wo nkran krum ye wo ayalolo bar station where eye CMB Cocoa Board down opposite in fact Central Police Station nechi and na two so ye wo eye former IRS building no mu na o hwehwe perfect man and patch of free 024 414-7212 024-414-7212 so wo pentare ni bi etu akoton so pese oni edidwa wo boutique na pentare papa gum wakotena shop fit ya no pa ye nto ade de sisi hono en kase Mr. for perfect man Mepacho what is ALS Global Shipping and Logistics nka wakra niema ba port ni ya den agent chirechire ne ho kire wo hwa ye de tabo ye de sika bia to so a wa adwen ho a wonte ase wo niema wo China wo pese wo kraba ehun sika sem ne ade aye den amawa Mepacho sa niema nyina to cut long story short yes kasa tenten toponko de ohia ALS Global Shipping and Logistics Yawo kwabenya domi kwabenya Oscar Junction ewo Accra Kumasi yawo hwere so ye ben Buakra Inland Port no baby Buakra Inland Port no on Kumasi hot na yawo ubetimi afren 0549 938303 0549 938303 and that's 0553 646164 number no so there the chatro ni me pacho what is your best mobile banking app no me pacho say unim best point savings and loans savings and loans we bebre aba omo atete ahwe enye obi ape anase enye obi ade se o ebia onu obi wo dwaso na ne dwetire ahwe da bi nanso wiase no esi wana muntu ene kire wo bobre what you say enti no best point there yesika krabia obi agi atum ahotoso wo so enti enye ba bia odi osika akoto na ochena wo kwa akoyi bia na ya ka kire se ma metwen ebi asia masotro kra bam wo bank bi pen but best point savings and loans ebi nsida enti ya the mobile app yaba ebeboa wo the oye mobile transfer free MTN, Telecel money, Telecel cash, Airtel Tigo money. Nina ubetimi transfer na direct they call best mobile app no so now what they call best point savings account to mo. Ubetimi dey to our bills. A bit say DSTV, Go TV, Star Times, Box Office, ECG, ne dia keka ho bebre ukodi dwa kra ubetime de app no tua best mobile app no reliable enye de ya hack me na dabi wonte sansem ne bi emom eya ma wani na ho kakra adia app yi enye for now ene say wo dey receive ska a free abrochire enti obi fra no ye Anthony London me patch you careful obetimi after you to free line 08005 05050 08005 05050 best mobile banking phone usikane alright it is abre non do abo apa ho sima aduonum enwotwe amongra studio B na yene abadwafo ntwetwe nkomo na yenhye yenkomo bonase yeguso a yetwen yenua Fifi Coleman yeno ono so yene ne bedi sinetwam nkomo kakra enti nene atenase Socrates atenase mpanyin for me mama kwa aba
ya joso
na bibi aboko de general say o de onenne nyina go bi be say Ghana mines they say African month Ghana atena so ye Ghana ye independent enti general mama shase enfiri so anope kwan so ne say the atmosphere ne tie okrom say the niam eko
nokura me say
obi nko Ghana nchen
oze
obi nko Ghana nchen just onam general so
nokura me say yeti hanse ya na mi nene ekasa na chama o can date o best and o bo date and beside na say ochina ye holiday and o say
general
yeah
we dey akwasa university yan kan ni wachi I say agro here I'm found there here o say kwan net no okay yan to answer
and na me can say ochina ye holiday nka min kai I'm being honest with you.
One pa. Ghana man.
Yes.
We say Ghana man.
Yeah, minkai. Wow. Well, but you see, Martina Hanse was it last 2 weeks, and me can be say, Adiaba kwa ya, and they say NDC, and the vision behind rotating the celebration of the independence. No. Na omo ability or no, it's just unfortunate that they couldn't see the vision. Na
MPP time what they call region by region no.
Yes.
And to actually they be doing.
Omo say omo be ne kakre because omo person yes ska ska say ye. Inti no be no the forecourt of the Jubilee the presidency.
Oh okay.
Yeah, Jubilee House enim ho na
37.
No service kakra. You see? But you see
where the school from come out
okay.
Kunsin pacha train Uncle Fee microphone man nice one.
Okay. But you see
okay.
Well, omo Yesu e kan the talents na ye omo e chiche talents ma omo no who say obi say ne ma no na enso nti no de ne de ko share bo ase
na ba ko so
say kakra no de ko share bibi mu and bibi free mu ba you see if you don't understand tourism then you will talk like this because see the event no e baby
yeah
you are moving a whole economy to the place.
Yes.
Money amount for ebeko ho nyina na eko spend iska. Cape Coast ye Cape Coast the last time no. Ensu a wo Cape Coast nyina saye. E ma water omo e dealing water ba Accra e be fa nsu ko e.
Wow.
Common water.
My idea mom say mama.
You see?
Nsu san wo Cape Coast. E adepa. Thank you.
So when it comes to these things na won ti ase a
Socrates, you can't give what you don't have.
I'm making a
No. There's a business that you can't give what you don't have. If it's not there, yes. First, I did come to be can watch a sorry, some of the man cartoon. I am a castle here. We have the whole Minka
General.
So, Sanyama way, you know, who can see niska? That means you won't do investment. But I dream per which an investment. That is how come. Ubon say a country because you also host to World Cup.
Okay.
You are spending so much money. Sikane bebano. Who say ebeko GFA ne ho direct. And now almost sports authority ne ho direct. But money comes into the economy. Hotels e benefit. Transport e benefit. A whole lot of the economy ecosystem no within that region no e benefit. That is why omo adrimu sebi adrimu do kakra wo sa nyema we hu no they fight to host events. You will be a friend of mine when it comes to tourism meetings. A big deal in tourism scano baby oba spend or spend this can to say be a GTA spend this car on tourism. GTA nye scan back direct no but scan core economy num.
Okay.
And Tubo say yes, December and GH, ni GTA, spend this car, Emma event organizers support 2 million, no, the event organizers don't come and give profit to GTA. But the Sika, a Ghana, every tourist that comes to Ghana from records, no, spend more than $2,000.
Okay.
In Ghana.
That's huge. It say 100 tourists are.
Yes.
That's around $200,000.
Yes. Sika, a and that is how it's done. And you know, yeniska, and when yeska bia, yeniska, and you spend this car. If you don't spend, that you will call it spending. I will call it investment.
Okay.
So you invest in an event that will attract people all over to a place, and they will spend. That is the wisdom in how these things are handled, are done, or why we do them.
Okay.
And my example, I just mentioned in Swope. But there are other areas within.
But me share Fifi reaction. I'm so patch yourself.
There be say almost a BB. I won't see you rubbish it. And yet see any dear and the man will be appreciated and near maybe.
Okay.
But if you are at the receiving end and you are, let's say, a taxi driver, now Uber driver in Cape Coast or Ho, and within 2-3 days. Car. Who said no, I didn't buy no and fast war. So even if we spend 5 million on it, the Sika a that local economy no is more than the 5 million. The money that goes to the local economy is more than the 5 million.
Mamin chia nene so na fe. Abusia for Halifax ni Ansah Addo. Abo studio traffic no ajana manaba enti no say nene e man submission we are Halifax ebeto amuso nene
yeah ndavasi man can person can be different but suffer the interesting angle we about holiday no until I'll just eat into that a little bit man say president who can say or change the style of our celebration. Senya akufado so buy our changing style no. Say President Muhammad so say or no so feel so change style no in a way to suit certain things. Fine, or who can. My worry is the excuse no. Say sikaniho and I say ye buy yambeto sika. If that is the only reason, then there are more questions than answers. But the other reasons we hold here that we don't know there, then they should come again. If it is only because Abenfofona and Jessica, then are they going to halt only the Independence Day or any other festival? Or they will turn it down? Sekobani Farmers Day, Sekobani Teachers Day. Now you sit down 3 bungalows, so in your kikahu, 3 room houses, bedroom houses in your kikahu. Our celebration, it keeps growing every year. It keeps expanding every year. It is a some remember to sika. Are they going to also tone those ones also down? if they are going to do that, then the excuse to say, when they took Sikano, they will buy it. But if they will single out only the Independence Day and say, because last year we spent 15 million, there were HIV day, there were this day, and so on and so forth. Even Hajj, Ikra, yes, in this power. Until we are waiting and watching closely. If they will extend it to all the other celebrations there, then Ababo, Niamu can say, Sika Nihonum. But say independence, because I've said it here before, say, if there is anything we should not touch in the name of money there, it shouldn't be our independence. Because the independence, we expect it to keep growing and to keep expanding and expanding and expanding. It is the biggest thing that made Ghana Ghana.
Ayo. When we see? It's if one passion on that DJ Toxic I see. And mommy papa pass laser did the LPM for me and then started the show. And did me buy and me got in studio too. And can me pese mint na on bisa questions no na. Sometimes that place is more interesting than sitting here, you know. But anything will be in a row. I am Halifax Ansah Addo, your humble host. And say once I'm paying you for a DJ Toxic, let me go straight to my special guest for today. A man I respect so much, a man who combines business with a show to make it a show business. Okay, there are others who will do the show, but Fifi Coleman has a way of proving to us, creative sector, we are Nigeria. It's a business on its own. I'm so honored to have him in my studio this morning. Me interviewing that. I mean, I don't know why, but somehow, because I mean, but unfortunately, anyone but for profile interview. And now you know who are you, who are you having sex with, what style is your best? I mean, he came to promote his, and then he was, and also maybe I know some okay, maybe somewhere knows. By popular request, but about how for Juma dear be potting. But someone him that a bicycle dear, the first one and free. And see, yes, I'll be fair to him. We'll talk about his program happening. Is he on the 8th and 9th?
Yes. And
then you know one or two things about the movie industry, movie sector, no? Because I mean, he comes from the film in general, either on stage as in theater or in front of the cameras in movies and whatnot. Film more
yeah.
Boko die.
Boko bibia boko na so ke so person je ma no pe ba me dey ache no o ka se no o ka nim die ho asa no me ka je ama asa na pesa me dey ma no hwa na ma no akofum no ntima me nkasa bio pesa ma no be fum no because we feel say your free scale of preference what you say any opportunity go dey and ke count as say se mo nema mienu na se misika 1000 cedis na hwe dey 1000 cedis na be boa me ho more. This is a business part of everything, right? As I say me gidi tum say independence is very valuable to all of us. But say misika wo ho ye 10,000 cities na independence no wo ho na ace relief wo ho na be a hospital emergencies near the world man me fan could di independence na me nje no because we feel say e ma me more tourism and I say ma me more way at the time I will value where my money can go currently, where the state is currently. Everything is about current stuff, not you can say in sky way. Where do I see my money going? What am I fixing in the economy currently right now with what I have? That is what I want to concentrate on. It's not because I'm thinking something is irrelevant and I say independence and for BBI whatever. No, that is not the argument we are making here. We're making an argument, say, according to the scale of preference, according to what is happening right now in the economy, what is available to us right now, I am willing to, for the purposes of my government and how I want to celebrate the Independence Day, to cut down on the razzmatazz, yes, and all of that,
the jamboree,
and all of that,
the glam.
What you said was about when people were moving before, when we were moving the independence to the other regions, right? Roads were being constructed to the places. All the cars that were there, all the pump and what the pageantry to the place, the fuel that the cars, the fuel. The hotel accommodation for the minister, everybody that was going there. You haven't talked about that cost yet. You are telling me about the water that got finished at Cape Coast. Have we discussed how much it costs to move that entourage from Accra just to Cape Coast? Security, everything, payment, extra, per diem, all of those things. We haven't discussed them yet. Let's go to women at work.
Safo, you've had your bites.
Oh yeah. But ECOWAS summit at
you would let this thing drag on. Let's move on.
Okay. Because you are involved with ECOWAS summit.
Yes, but
you know what happened to Cape Coast. Hey,
so because once you come in, he also has the right to be heard.
So let's do the women at work.
We'll come to the women at work, and then we'll come to our film. A debatable issue, to be honest, before God and man. Ansah na Mampenyin Mahama. They can say, look, let's cut down cost on independence celebration or Jubilee House cry. It was already being debated in the public space. Say, Adi cry and Gojine Machi, ni first one is saying. It is not as if every single Ghanaian supported that style. Oh, so why then now won't see that say people thought let's go to Rwanda. No, then who sounded as if it be a American in Ukraine. No, see what I mean to say is that there are people who have already shared their opinions. Look, yen cut it down, cost no. Now rather yen fan share at the room. And see, so be about let's go that way. As at now. He is the man that majority of Ghanaians say they trust in. So you have no option than to go his style, at least for the next 4 years.
But I have the right to say my mind.
Well, you can only have your say, then he has his way.
Yeah. Nobody is stopping that.
It will also be fair.
Okay.
And yeah, independence parade pe na omampenyin mama si okati costs. I mean, let's be fair.
Okay, we are waiting and watching.
Oh, but so far, so we share the ministerial appointments, scaling it down to 60. So we share certain things out there to do not fly first class. I mean, you get what I mean, do not fly when it's not an essential trip. Cut down the number of your entourage. I have started on this show and said I voted blue as his MPP. But I'm also interested, sometimes I should close my eyes on certain facts. And so far, and your independence no pen what demonstrators or per se on cut cost. We can only hope it continues.
Yeah.
And then
you were going to vote blue.
I didn't condemn him.
No, I can't say what
I always said I'm surprised. But if the excuse is only because of money and not because of any other thing that we do not know, if it's only because of money, then let's hope say it will trickle down
to other aspects.
All other
beautiful
festivals and holidays and other things are government sikako.
Beautiful and good. So that was why I mentioned a few areas. To just say they are cutting costs in those areas too. Let us just hope say it is real. And then it continues and it trickles down everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, let us just hope.
Yeah, because it's saving money.
And are you having another take?
I'm not having another take. I'm only explaining. Yes, because saving money there. Because we share saying Safu Eki. So the festival, your friend saying, apart from the economy of the area that grows, diplomatically, the area where it is celebrated, let's say Dambai, the name of Dambai is put bigger on the map, on the global map, because all the diplomatic corps
there are other plans in
place. The diplomatic corps, they all move to Dambai. There are other
plans and strategies
and
to
put so Dambai will be on the map bigger than it used to be.
Yes.
Imagine all ambassadors moving, because once it is Independence Day, all embassies, ambassadors, and high commissioners have no other option than to move. The
Black Star experience will move them to Dambai.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
The Black Star experience will move them. So anyway, I mean, they love the current affairs and the politics. You get what I mean? But we just need to be guided a bit. Angofi.
Hi.
Also, we have a program on the 8th and on the 9th.
Yes.
Why this date in the first place?
International Women's Day is the 8th of March. Yes, and like in a way, my contribution to celebrating the women of the country.
Fifi, when is International Men's Day?
I
When did you ever celebrate us when it comes to International Men's Day?
I don't know that. I know Father's Day, but International Men's Day, I really.
Father's Day,
I think it's October. I think it's October.
I was only pulling your legs. No, baby.
October is the pink. That one, pink October.
Safo, did you punch the man?
No, I shoved.
Wait. Safo, when is International Men's Day? International Men's Day.
International Men's Day.
But now I'm feeling jealous, because
don't say it October. It's not October. It's November 9th.
Is it November 9th?
November 9th.
I mean, the question
prevented you from also opening
Oh,
it.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So for my interview, Papa, yeah.
Okay, 101.7 FM.
My question was just to pull your legs that I'm feeling a bit jealous.
Yeah, that was
everything now with Men's Day, number days. They say as if yeah, cannot dear. Yeah, who said that here, sir? Yeah.
But when you have a whole man doing this for women and ignoring men, what would you think?
Say Nana Abba Anamwa story. Women of Vella. No, the chin. Moon Bearmas one by a man of Vella.
The military knows that my mama does, and need to do things to in their favor.
One husband will say, "Ungo ye na mama ndo." Oh yeah, we can now upon by the school. But anyway, I agree with you. Women are worth celebrating. I mean, they go through a lot, especially in this part of the world. Into any program that is intentional to bring awareness to women's issues, celebrates them, it is worth supporting. So that is why you pick the dates.
Yes.
Okay, now tell us, sir, 8th and 9th March. No, they're important, ABC. What are you doing?
So,
and then what's our lowest suppose, Mike? Let's go.
9th March. Originally, what Nana and play like so there's a play that a map and a to maybe she play. So the audience, the play was for the cast was just women.
Okay.
And then the only audience are you be admitted here man one. It's not man be. I say girl talk. Is it girl talk? Or
yeah. If
a girl talk.
Mr. Banson has some girl talk like that.
Yes. So it used to be like that, and then there was a huge cry. You know why just the women? Why just the women? Even the women in the play, they can complain. Say, director, the thing we are doing, we are talking about our issues, and our issues, most of them has got to do with our husbands, workplaces,
our sugar daddies, our boyfriends.
Actually, yes, and we capture all of them in the play. So we want them to be there to actually know how we feel when they say this, what do we think about what they are doing, how their actions affect us. So now, for the first, we are opening it up. 8th and 9th, we're opening it up now. Men can come. That's what we're saying.
This is the first time Women's Day program we are doing a play. And this is the first time our audience will be a baby. Are you saying until now? Safo, yes. This is morning radio. Are you saying until now, when you do things, the men don't come?
No, when I do that play, women.
And when when you are doing things, only women come.
Wait, Halifax, this is morning radio, right? We're still on radio.
I say you play, yeah.
I just want to make sure we are still on morning radio. It's a more magic.
I see. Okay, in this year, 8th and 9th, audience
exactly.
Yes. What about the cast for the play?
Still women, still all women. No men. The cast is just 8 women on stage. 8 women who are very free with their language, who are very open. They are not hiding behind what does that even mean? Like, they are very plain, they are very outspoken and talking about their issues. They are not, we play it as if so the premise of the play, I don't know, mirror of, I think you also remember of my time when I was growing up, had a column that belonged to Obaya.
Yeah.
Obaya advises you.
Is it still there?
And I always look, as young as I was, that is the first page I'll go to when I pick the mirror. Because I wondered how one person has a solution to everybody's problem. Like, everyone will write and then she will take her time and answer each one of them. And I admired it so much. So the play is around a therapist who like once a year hosts this forum. A man in our become problems, and she's
therapist. The baby tree, as I was saying, therapist. I jigong.
don't
know. She say obia wo or how be a beer onya soft onya counselor so but to be ka same trainer or better solution be ama say we be arrested kakra come say and say okay na nipa no your bar okay
or not your bar. So all these 8 women omo session omo ba no not oni ho o ma fie.
Okay.
So they are in their house just waiting for her. So in waiting for her, no, so they started talking. Omo kasa kasa. And in that talking, omo kasa kasa, no, Obia started talking about their issues, not even thinking that they were supposed to wait for the therapist to come on back.
I see.
And in that, all the women start helping each other to find solutions. Into what kind of day we are? No, because I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I don't know. So one of our catch things at this place is we listen and we judge.
Yeah.
Because I say almost we listen, we don't
judge.
Listen,
we don't judge.
No, we say we listen and we judge. To me, be cancel from me. I can say, okay, you cashing, you do attend. I can just say the way and then we advise you. So all the 8 women have different issues that they are bringing to the table, and all of them somehow figure a way to empower each other, to advise each other how to move on and what to do, when to say no. Charlie, I did out with them. Baby, and all of that.
I see. Why natural script no?
Scripting Anna Hansen a tray. Or no, or script no. And I share story no. Me share story in the man no. Or tenacity no. Or pipe him on or turn into dialogue and scenes and all of those things.
It's here for papa ne terminologies be kunye. Or see obi natural script no.
Yes.
Na or no natural story no. Yeah, industry people know what is the difference between the script and the story.
I remember Socrates.
No Halifax only difference.
Or see you and your natural script no. But on a natural story no. Radio is also to educate. What is between a script and a story?
You're asking me.
But of course I'm asking you.
Okay.
If you don't want to say you don't want to say it.
There's a difference between not knowing and not wanting to say.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
Nene, you've done Thursday theater before. Do you know?
Just recently, I was awarded for script.
Honestly, until today, no, I mean because only partial script, no, it's not just a non-natural story.
I think what he meant to say. I think what he meant to say. What he meant to say is that, and if I'm wrong, he will come in.
Yeah.
The actual storyline and the plot, okay, the creation of what actually happened, the content in the idea, but who will now put it in the theater performance form?
Yes.
So look,
So not dialogues and all those things.
Yes.
So
and see, he has the storyline and somebody scripted it.
I think that's what. Yes, and that. And I'm saying until today, no, not me. We can't say.
Wouldn't why do you share them call deep?
You get if I got you right, the one who writes the story, no, it is largely in prose. Not just in your author scripts, or in drama.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
and if some of our clients what is as journalists, no throw mo paper na. Obi to me the story in the bar. Now what throw? Why
well, some way somehow.
Yeah. Okay, who's that information idea?
I know. And ideally no story the be 10 pages.
Yeah.
The story could be just 10 pages. I just write as of 10 pages.
Okay. And see, story no here why idea.
Yes.
Is it based on real life happenings or fiction?
Real life. I read a lot, so I pick different like this about so I know that some of the problems people will bring to the table and all of that. So I gather that, and then from there, you put in experiences of how you think you can arrest that. Are you ready? How said the corner before show between my. The all share all be share the no be story no on to me na so fi wo yin ni fi wo kra it no matter na ma churches and ma church say be person if he ha ekwa say be person e ma dodo say na me hear omo wa ade no stories no here 8 different stories 8 women into for brought together omo share one house me paid different locations one location if you women no buy one day pay into mama all these parameters. One day penny I didn't even see one day if it's an upon to an ajo problems I solve then I push it to you. Say also
that is interesting. Why not direct here?
Me and I'm direct here.
Oh, I see. Yes. That is interesting. And what cast no who are we looking at?
Oh, we're looking at Rosalind Ngisa.
Rosalind that stage 2?
Rosen went to the School of Performing Arts, graduated from the School of Performing Arts.
Really?
Yes.
What have I been reading? For me, I will have to watch her on stage.
Yes.
Because it's no wonder.
Yes.
Because in the projection, she's Rosalind.
We have Glorious Osesafo.
Of course, that we know.
Yes, in there we have Jacqueline Ansah, we have Mavis Abrokwa, Ramadan Soa, Queen Grace Ajete, Gadede.
Hold on, did I hear an Ajete?
Yes.
What Ajete?
Queen Grace Ajete.
Okay.
Yes, Naki. She'll be your favorite character. If you watch that play, you don't fall in love with Naki, you wouldn't fall in love with anybody. Anyway,
And your Kroboni and your Danny. That's what Naki did.
I
mean, in the script.
In the script, Naki, but I think she's gone.
I'll just say certainly, but the Naki sounds. I had a Naki B. We'll talk about that matter some other day. No. This Naki is I mean, is a character. I mean, I see. But so Fifi,
You mentioning character names or the people themselves?
No. I mentioned
the Grace Queen Ajete is the name, and then the character is the Naki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intimibo, Fifi, feeling it is saying, Bema to sell. Now we directing Mafefe baby. Now we show time. Now master around day would day night.
One of the weirdest feelings ever.
Weird?
Because when they ignore me, many a time they even forget I am there and I'm a guy who's also like in their presence. So if they're not that they're having their own women talk, I don't know whatever it is. I just fold up. I just sit down and just watch them. They'll go through all the things women will go through, the emotions and all of those things, and come back and okay, let's go. Thank you. Yes, because I like because through that they are finding themselves also. And if you allow, I cannot be so strict because there's a line that I even made them add to the play. So funny, I said men can never tell the woman's story than the woman can tell their own story. So even though I am the one telling the story, read the story, give this whatever, there's no way I will understand a woman better than a woman will understand herself. So they challenge sometimes. Sometimes I wrote something in the script. They say that I don't think I will say this. I don't think this character would, like a woman who's going through this.
I get what you mean.
This with her. Yes, and
You wrote this from a male's perspective.
exactly, trying to understand them. You understand what I'm saying? And then a woman wrote it. So it's just a back and forth thing that I like because it's always a work in progress for me. The first script that I did is not the same one I'm doing on the 8th and the 9th. You learn as you move on. Okay, fine. So we start tweaking, and then we're getting somewhere with it. But I trust their judgment. I trust what they bring to the table, their individuality. I was saying, if I'm going to bring together adults for people to talk to them and advise them about marriage and sex and all of those things, it has to be. Exactly.
Fee, you are making it sound as if a dynamic creation the thing has life in it.
It does.
I mean, that's the feeling I'm getting.
It does. We and we first explore the okay, but we can have storage. Haja ni alaji ne bibia. Haja ni msani religions emma ho kwan emma alaji wari oba afoforo ka ne ho. Onim dada. O sha alaji ni oni tro. And wa bo alaji na alaji ba be nyesika. Alaji nyesika wie no ba ka tell say we do need there. Officer you big enough to add another wife. And the idea, but the religion permits it, and you can do it. The had on say a large second wife no kofa buy no any sin no hajia.
So what was Alaji looking out for?
Exactly. Exactly. Also, hold up. So okofa like Akwala Metia say Alaji is trying to I get it. Yeah. But okofa second wife when you say me, what that does is that me ba be shena sia account because
I get it. They say me man will respect it by our culture and our religion.
Exactly. But then those of us who are not in the religion, right? When we are sitting outside and we are looking into the Islamic religion, we go like, oh, is their religion they should understand? Are they allowed to marry too?
But the human being involved.
Wow. What is their feeling towards that part of the Quran? Do they really like buy into it? And the men too are almost are they following what the Prophet Muhammad
interesting. The Ewuka Mama Kai Madam Phobi. Mr. No say, I say, send me penya, then na de bia wouldn't quadam quadechi. And I see, Halifax pa. Na wouldn't say my worry. Na me comp na chia. Say no go for my wife age mate dey can say who here. Then I greet you.
Halifax.
Yeah, no frame. Any problem?
Oh, Tona Udika Asemi. Twima Juna Kodipa Okansa Asemi.
I say, nah, because the go for about what Chroma and no what is saying go say I think and can will be with you. I mean, said I'm bored, sir. I see, but interesting. Yeah. You know, I like what I'm hearing. Yeah. I like what I'm hearing. It is not just based on some fiction and some Kwekwana stories. Stories you can relate, stories you can learn, things your pastor will feel shy to say.
Exactly.
Or things you can't even tell your husband.
Nope.
But here we are,
you right there. Right there. You get your response right there. Right there. It like a very, very relatable stories. How many times have we not heard the story about Facebook marriages or I met him on Facebook? You know. No way, hi, sir. People have done this in so much that they've married. Without even seeing the Facebook first. So on the case of Facebook, sir, okay, fine, okay, let's do it. They get this one files for this guy to leave Ghana to come to Minnesota in America. That is the first time she's setting eyes on the guy on the Nakasa or Facebook, whatever it is. To her shock, no, Bema no crano share no, or compare picture no who on Facebook and then do buy na.
What the war.
But to a committee you into the main fanesa. But then this man comes in after what be show what about USA media Pemma. It's like what is this? Like you're worrying me. I've never given birth, whatever it is. So like I like children. Mempema sa oba Ghana baby I say or ma 5 or Ghana dada.
La ilaha illallah. And these things are
part of the story?
Yes.
And these things are happening all around us.
All around us.
Anyway, as if for his words your appetite enough, I wouldn't put him to tell you all the story on the 8th and 9th. So who can attend?
Everyone can attend. This one is 18 and above. 18 and above. Let me very clear.
18 and above.
Yes.
Tickets already on sale?
Yep.
National
Theatre, we take it on National Theatre, we take it to Airport Shell, Bachona, Total, Frankie's, Osu. Yes, these places.
How much are the tickets going?
150 Ghana cedis.
Flat rates, no VIP, no standard, no this, no that.
No. So standard and VIP is 200 cedis.
What about those who want to buy digital? Do you have that facility there?
We do. Now that's where we are all going. Very soon, everybody will scrap their physical tickets. So we are, star 714 star 50 hash.
Star 714 star 50 hash.
Yes.
What about those who want to make special reservations as a group? Is there any number?
There is a number.
Almost to me friend Ebia, almost a special package be. They had a group of 20, 50, 100. They want a special discount.
Yes. And I think after 20, we are giving special discounts for 20. And
after 20, okay.
Yes,
into your Monfre
number 054 532 0062. 054 532 0062.
Anyway, so it has happened at the National Theatre on March 8th and 9th. Let's go, let's learn. See, if we get these things right, our homes will be happier. Maybe next year we should all share ideas and
next year is men at work.
Next year is men at work.
Yeah, yes, you want something to say.
Okay. And into next year. Say I don't now we be free adwuma ba no. Nah, you see before we married Ubebano now, you know, she looks all fly, something short. Hopefully Ubeba now into my kaka petiti achieve that all the thing. You're trying to cook. We're trying to cook. What? Or the tomato trying to cook. Whatever, as lazy you understand what and next number, yes, sir. And now next number country will say, oh, you see, when a woman says she is broke, or wow. How do they hide this money? We just want to know some of these things.
I could take you about say on one day natural.
I mean, we also want to know some of these things. I say. Anyway, Nene.
Hello.
I mean, our brother, our friend, has put up this beautiful piece to entertain, to educate, to inform, to build homes, to attempts to bring answers to the mysteries. Any comments so far?
Yeah, honestly, this is the first time I'm meeting Fifi, and I've seen Israel really this close. I mean, and he's a very interesting person, very enlightened, open-minded, open-minded person. And in fact, Okan Obaya answers your question. Mirror same. The first thing I looked at was his hair. And he said, how old is he for him to have known all this? I was expecting to see a gray hair or something, because the guy,
he looks young.
He looks too young to even know all those things.
Wouldn't you say many of the guys you are seeing out there are younger than him?
Yeah.
But Onya say Abranti.
Yeah, so I mean, I respect him. This issue of trying to understand women.
In some way, I say, you put this Betty Masi.
You met him, Emma, and can one casa or more. Once a moment, do a moment combo. No, I think it's a step in the right direction. So, me can be Hannah say. Sometimes you see somebody who is a professor only in a year for 45 years until Nasi. Now, so but to Kayako University, Harvard, UK, Okosia, a tonton, once him. Me hearing now need to know that.
No damn pabak was one tenancy.
For me, this is coming up now. No? I think it's in the right direction. So we should give them the space for them to tell their story in their own environment. Now, then we sure say they will understand. They will go back and understand their wives. Certain things will pop up in the on that day 8th and 9th. For me, I will encourage more men to be there. Oh, sir. Yes, we will call school because if women have their own space and they are telling their own stories, because I like the day I would buy any those other things, I mean, it has opened my mind to certain things, and I see, wow. It made me feel say it's a very good idea, and everybody must take advantage of it and be there.
Okay, so great. We'll listen with Judge. National Theatre, March 8 and 9.
I think my brother has the wrong audience, and I agree with Nene. This story, they say Odima and Mema Pe. Because
okay.
Because he na see a kote a man say. What am I say? Nti memba no na e wo se omokohwe no muti e ma ase no mu hu ne
ma ya mu a omuti omo hu ase die
ba yuzi ye ne e omoti ye ne e kofa omo nti ade na wo kofa no ote na se a ubehu kwan obefa so one ne betena asumdwe
ba nipa wo kofa no ote na se a na twi kasa na ya da safo twi kasa na ya kan ne say ade a wo kofa no uti nipa wokofa no chika sana ya sunu
no but adie no eye in general.
What is that laughter supposed to mean? Kawasem ko
uti bibia wokofa bia uti ase a wonim say alaji eko ebehwe play entemo a nka yes obefa oba afro nenso
onfa brewa
onfa nya wanyi sen ne yere no what you say inti nko bekofa oba owo asiye kakra inti no I think say this is an interesting story, but it should be for men. It's for men only.
So you are recommending say if this is the first time where BS to say Bell to me, I should young hijack program. Be bring but
Halifax.
Yes.
Manu me do some kind of business here.
I don't know what some was working Ghana.
You see?
Maybe I don't see.
Madame Fubi was
a friend of mine.
Madame Fubi. And the two years for say Okofa girl it's now okay more. Me by then Sunny almost Christian programs.
Sunny FM.
Or see me Christian Sunny FM.
Why?
Almost be preaching about your banner dream message so Okobojamai.
That's why we are saying it's a true story. It happens. In my younger days, there was this preacher, Mary Philippine, now same university. No, Adom FM. I've forgotten his name. Something.
Owusu.
Papa Haji. It's a me do me radio no cry. That's a compound house. Next door. Now we're piano series with no can me a Christo news.
And that's your bad boy kwa wa ideas are obeying. I said, Charlie, thank you. Why are they for the first time? Why are they? Why are they? Now we can't go. Babe say was with.
Oh, and don't worry. And you can watch it.
But Fee, behind your next script, there is something I also want to understand.
Yeah.
There are two friends, okay? And a back recommend the girl be my back.
Okay.
And the girl no man no. On the girl no PA. And after a while, see your look. Let's have some fun. The girl said, I'm okay. And then the guy was like, oh, on condition that this is secretum pepentum.
Okay.
I mean, it should be under the rose. Say, oh, me. Me, come on, Sam Sao. What that for no idea with me crying me other 6 times, so be auntie. So great shout out to you, I greet you.
Till date,
Oban meeting, I mean, I am like, in bay crying. I say, oh, be auntie.
yeah, what make I show you the order?
And this I was only be auntie. So maybe we need to understand them some more. So it is happening on the 8th and 9th of this month.
Yes.
And you see, sometimes too, you cannot just raise certain discussions at home. BDBC, may I raise the discussions?
Thank you.
So there's an opportunity. I'm going share. The other say won't canon. Now I have play. I can't say catch you.
Yes.
And when we listen, we will judge.
Yes, we will judge.
It's not a matter of how we listen.
But your story no deal.
Eh?
What's your question beside? You are not a stammer.
No, but first I made you stories like me call stories in them like fast. When I meleke and who mommy's boy didn't muka cry.
Okay.
Maybe I do with mommy's boy didn't muka cry, but I think that's where media kakra.
Who is the mommy's boy? What happened to him?
Oh, it's just the way mommy's boy like Femma has married a mommy's boy, and so everything is mommy. The two of them are not able to decide on anything. Mommy's like the final say, you know, the final say of everything that they do in the house, and it's gotten very bad. Say, like look, think anything from A to Z, name a meaning. Yes. Yes. Think everything from A to Z. Name aware of it. And so it's like it's trying to, and then it feeds off onto the sisters, Nikron sisters, no. So it's like her mother-in-law and her sisters-in-law ganging up against her. So on it can never be my brother, and they like there's nothing can be wrong with their brother. Everything is you from T. So they're pushing her to church. Sorry, prayer camp, but meanwhile the guy is just home, just eat like on the interview.
But me more foot will be obefa. Okay. We didn't see me the more which the button, but I'm for be moti. Send I would describe the story and the little experience I made me one.
Okay.
Nka uwia. Nka obeti me dialogue in English, eh?
Yes.
Nka obeti me trade
Me to me trade.
Yes. Na yem fan kodere apart from Accra no market e wo baby a ma push mu sa de me hu se munya kukuduro no
cause tell ya try other markets na ukudu ho no ma
hu baby amoka the challenge no, but there is a way out.
General, they want to invest in this for him as a partner. Since you believe in it.
Not yet.
No.
Okay, sorry. So it's an industry discussion. Sorry.
I mean, would you want to guarantee a trusted investor that Obanya Neseka back? If you can guarantee, that one would not yet.
And I should see back door.
Then you could about Fifi Coleman production.
Yeah.
Who exactly are you? What do you do?
Wow. What do? Under the I think the logo we've written stage, we've written theater, television, radio. No, theater, film, television, radio. We just have all of that.
Theater, film, television, radio.
Yes,
Okay.
we start with that. So we produce content for all these mediums. That's
For theater, for film, for television, for radio.
Yes,
I see.
for all these mediums. What the switch, what we do mainly, or our mandate per se, is that we are very Afrocentric. We are thinking that we should have an agenda for push Ghana.
Okay.
So 70% of what we do all year round, productions, be it television, be it stage, whatever it is, we are honoring and working on plays or scripts written by Ghanaians and stories that is Ghana.
And this is intentional.
Very intentional.
Okay.
Very, very intentional. So if somebody even comes up to me, I have a script, what I read, I just want to make sure that
Why natural story?
Yes. Are we pushing something Ghanaian? Are we making sure that what we are doing is something to make sure that we are elevating what we have as a country? I feel like what has happened in the past where we have lost, Kakrane said, the intentionality of pushing Ghana wasn't there. It was always about what will bring me the quickest bucks. Where is the money coming from? What's that about? If this story is not fitting, whatever, no, forget it. Let's do whatever. Let's do that. But we have purposed ourselves to do Ghana and export Ghana. The chief one surrender of say we want to be able to export theater outside Ghana.
Okay,
Export our content
101.7
outside Ghana. And maybe I was in America. South Africa for Umoja be medical rounds. I know he came to Ghana.
Of course, the man you no for
He came to Ghana, yeah, like he came to Ghana a while ago. And it's funny when you see their calendar for the year. They're actually in South Africa for just a week. In South Africa.
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
And their calendar is Kennedy Center, Oxford Theatre, this country, that country, Canada, and all of those things, right? It's just one product that they got one product. It's the same play, nothing changes, except the country rules. So in America, they couldn't do topless and all of those things because you are not allowed to have you can do topless in theatre. America. Yes. You're not allowed to. So when they did Kennedy Center and they did Oxford, whatever it is, you couldn't see breast, whatever, like all of those things. Per the country that they are going to, but it's the same story, same cause that they're just traveling with. What is it? But whenever they are there, they make you understand it's a South African story. You can tell.
They are basically selling you South Africa.
Yes. And that is where we are trying. We're trying to create a product that eventually that Fifi Common Production has got a product that product sits in Ghana for like a month. Let's say for March. Ghana month, you can watch it at the National Theatre for 1 month. Every night is shown here, but afterwards it's gone. And we are all the way outside the country promoting what is Ghanaian and our storytelling. That is where we are right now.
Interesting. So, I mean, do you recruit people? Do you train people? Do you just poach human resource? How do you get your cast?
I think you covered everything. We poach, we recruit, we audition, we have people who walk in, people who are like the walk-ins. We also have the walk-ins and everything, and we have people that come in, very highly recommended. Like, okay, I'm sending this person your way, and then it comes from also what we also do is that we try, or the idea is to create job opportunities for students graduating from the schools of performing arts. I was saying the doctors, before even the doctors come out, they take them to housemanship and they're in the hospitals and they're working and everything. Before teachers, go teachers training college, you go to teacher practice and all of those things or whatever. But when you are in performing arts and you are living performing arts, you ask yourself, like, where is the one place that they are throwing all of us to even just go practice what we have learned? And the places are very limited. And I've always leaned towards the people say, I don't want anyone to sit somewhere and say can you performing arts or to look down on it as a profession like the creative industry per se. So I'm creating that job opportunity for the person who will come through and come and work in the industry and let that industry feed you. Let the industry put money on the table, watch your family and all of those things. So we create opportunities. So students who are graduating from the performing arts, they come through. Some come as interns. Some we hire them full time. Some come in for per project that we are doing. That too we are heavily involved in.
That is interesting. Interesting. And so somebody wants to get in touch with your production house, somebody wants to do some, for whatever reason, either to be trained or to work with you. How can we reach you?
Open door, walking.
You just walking?
On Lagos Avenue.
Why Lagos Avenue?
I know that avenue to be for one thing, work. I don't know any other thing that happens on Lagos
Avenue.
Avenue.
A harmless question. So why Lagos?
Lagos Avenue is known for all of those. It's that is where we found an office, and we thought it was a very central place for your well-meaning.
And you work 24 hours there?
No, we are just normal working hours. Yes.
So in the night you are not there at all.
At all, we are not.
But which production house doesn't work late into the night if you go,
man? Because this play we think we rehearse from 7 p.m.
In night rehearsals, night scene. What do you do? Anyway, let me pick your thought on this. But let me put a prefix to the question. That is my last question for you. Are you the type of celebrity you openly identify your political leaning?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Have you identified it already?
It has not always been the issue. And I'll own up to it. There has been a period where I observed how vindictive. Let's say your party didn't win, and you were all out all over. Yes, and then by the following year, all your contracts are dropped and all of those things. So I observed that for a while, and also I started attending workshops where I realized that you have issues, right? You keep complaining about them, and you're asking other people to do it for you, but you could do it yourself. You could have stepped up. I went home the other day and I asked for my assemblyman, and they said, "Oh, that seems okay." Fine. So we started talking. I said, "Wait," I said, "No, I want to school, rather." So we are local governance and everything have been left into the hands of people who just have lived in the area, who actually are not, studied, well-read and to do governance. So I kept on asking, the doctors in that, or whether we like it or not, I mean, our head in terms of local governance is a guy who just finished Saito and is just right there just because he wanted to be there to help, right? So I've always had that inkling that at some time you need to own up. At some time you cannot hide behind if you don't declare this will happen, if you don't declare that would happen anymore. It is there comes a point in time where make a choice and stick by it.
And the repercussions, the antagonism, the acrimony, the
deal with it, because I've come to understand if you stand for the right thing, you don't need a party you don't need to align to a party for you to do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? If you come in, no matter on whoever's ticket, and you do the right, look, take Dampari. For instance, everybody keeps talking about this man. You would have thought that by now they say, there's no, there's a new, because of whatever. The man is still there working. Everybody still loves him, for what he's doing. All I'm saying is that regardless of what affiliation that you come out to say you are with or whatever it is, all you need to do is to be able to do your work. If you do your work very well and diligently, Ghanaians will not judge you based off of
your party colors.
They're looking at you and what you did. So yes, I'm one that now I am very open and talk about where I belong and what I do. Yes.
I see. Have you picked information that the Ashanti Regional Minister has met with, the Kumawood, for want of a better phrase, the film? How did they even put it? This is what is on this Facebook page. Okay. So they officially commissioned a ministerial committee on the movie industry and creatives, into brackets Kumawood, to drive the growth and transformation of Ghana's film and creative arts sector, specifically in the Ashanti region. Has it come to your notice, or this is the first time I'm drawing your attention to it?
I think I saw the headline flashed, earlier today. One thing that I would say, and outrightly, we need to stop Kumawood and Gallowwood.
Really?
Yes. The idea of these are the Kumawood people. These are it really doesn't sit well with me. We have one movie industry. We don't have the New York movie people and then the LA movie people or the Atlanta movie people. We don't do that. But in all these places, they're producing movie and they produce under one umbrella, Hollywood, and under one umbrella, the American films. That's it. once you become very specific that I'm trying to push the Kumawood agenda or the Ashanti region movie, whatever it is, right? It becomes like, okay, who are we? So we're competing. Is it a regional competition now? Is it like, it's a national agenda, all of us together. That is why we go there to shoot film. They come to Accra to shoot with us. Now we're doing stage plays with everyone, so that we do not have that idea of, do not start making it look like Kumasi is an industry on its own, Accra is an industry on its own. Ghana has an industry where all the players are coming from all the regions and we all play together. Simple as that. So if you're pushing that agenda to make it push the Ghana agenda of moving the movie industry forward, not the Kumasi agenda of moving the movie industry forward.
That is an interesting one. I have 4 minutes to sign off. Let me take short bites from Nene in Socrates, and then I ask him to remind us one more time of this, our 8th and 9th March. We listen with judge of women in work. I would want to go and see if they also work on the bed. Anyway, Nene.
Hello.
So Minister meets Kumawood. Fifi says, look, can we rather broaden this up? Let's make it a national agenda rather than a regional agenda. I don't know what your thoughts will be.
Yeah, I think Fifi is right that this kind of a regional conflicting agenda shouldn't be pursued on, the way it is going. Say Kumasi people, even within Kumasi, Chicago, and all those things, it's not going to serve any national purpose. It will rather continue to divide an already split grouping on more creative arts sector.
Well, but somebody will say that healthy competition is good. I mean, for instance, we have the Yoruba movie makers, Aomuka Yorubape.
Yes.
And their movies are out there.
Yes.
Then you have the Hausa people.
It will always be there.
Exactly.
It will always be there. But once you try to get yourself a different identification. We will turn Kumawood outside Ghana. You are not saying, Kumawood is under the umbrella of Ghana movies. But you are making Kumawood look like a matured with standing on its own independently. To me,
okay.
Then the others will also try to, also copy, and then at the end of the day we are not going to have a common front sign on. But let me just chip in finally and say this is the time those in the creative arts industry must not disappoint President Mahama. But now a lot of appointments larger than I can ever imagine, and I pray that they don't disappoint the president. That is all.
Well said. Socrates.
Yeah.
Fifi believes movie industry that is one and you work together. I mean, sometimes you find a Ghanaian movie, they speak English, but you still have local stars. It's a mix. You are confronted by one set of problems, one set of challenges. And to say if there is any meeting to offer solutions, it should be one meeting with a nationalistic view rather than a segment or a section of the industry.
Okay, first now let me commend the minister. And open me can say ko bi nya bi for waji.
We phone to one ka be boa me pa o. Me da say yanko.
Ko bi nya bi for waji. Minister na ya de papa. Previous ministers ni yes nka ye ko ye nim intima me mo na baso. I don't think say the minister ni na me hu bibi a mistake e won. Problems eba ye chichim ni a solve no talon upon talon. Even Bible ne kra kan problems are solved talons upon talons. It is a Ashanti region and na omo ba together so omo be solve omo problem awo omo wie other regions can also pick up and they also solve the problem. Me feel say no ebe boyen kakra until we have a national agenda which I believe the new NFA heads edibeba. I have so much confidence in them. Intin say minister na fa say okay Kumawood and as Kumasi, let's for the purpose of this conversation agree with whatever name they are calling it. Say Kumasi film maker somewhere here film Kumasi no. Yemra together ni enhwe kwan ebe fa so. problem a solution be on betting media baby. Other ranges who say work here, you can also pick it.
Really? What if what would work for Kumasi would not work for Accra or Cape Coast?
Good. Then
so
we analyze,
and then Cape Coast meets different set of solutions. Accra meets different set of solutions. Kumasi meets different set of solutions. Where do we amalgamate?
No crampo here. Because
really?
Sometimes
different solutions to one problem.
Depend. What can I say? What if Kumasi have different solutions based on what their local challenges, and it happens. Yeah, Hollywood, India.
Do I get an understanding that your submission is that the challenges of Kumawood are different from the challenges of Accra movie makers?
Maybe, yes.
Is there a yes or a maybe?
Yes. You know why? So you're saying there's a difference. See, wait. So what? Look, no one is saying what they mean. I applaud him. They're calling them together, bringing them together. That's just not the issue. The issue is all that I'm trying to say is that we should not start bringing Kumawood and Accra Wood and whatever into a one wood.
I don't think that's what they are doing.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. See,
he is the regional minister.
Yes, so he said the Kumawood. If you listen to what Halifax read, right, based on what he's reading, all I'm saying is that it is okay. Regional minister can call anyone to meet with them and talk about their problems. It's fine. Can call Dortex. So Dortex in Kumasi, nobody's challenging.
Yes.
What I am saying is that in talking about these issues, right, we should make it more
nationalistic
than making it
regional based.
Regional based.
But the regional minister over there, cannot come to your friend cannot come and force the central regional minister say, hey, there are filmmakers in central region.
I don't know.
And I do kind of one shed down to a bossy. On Castle, my bonio. Or see a but it will have been a better thing, say, solving a national problem. No, because we work together, we have the same set of challenges. Into the why well, that is beautiful. But if we are going to do Comewood versus Gollywood, or I don't know what the Tamil people call this, it's he feels anyway. Fee. We've forgotten your passcode. Give it to us again.
Star 714 star 50 hash.
Star 714 star 50 hash. And you are saying, say, national theatre near it. You may not take it at all.
But on Sunday, which is the 9th of March, Kwabna is performing the opening acts before the show.
Hey.
Yes.
That's how Kwabna Bema.
But I say. So bringing women together in the space of the women's celebration. One key act be able to me at then the first person I want to talk to in Ghana when it comes to serenading and making women feel special will be KB. So he's opening
time serenading and making women feel better. I mean, it's Sunday pool. You go do serenading.
So it is the chance I'm over.
Fee, thanks for passing through the show.
Thank you.
And we'll be there.
I think everybody should learn from his marketing jobs.
Marketing jobs.
Yes.
Is it a serenading the women?
No. Look, see the way he flows and the way our marketing content,
There I'll be for profile, personality profile near the home. Bro, I'm honored by your presence. God bless you so much.
And thank you for what we talked about, and I've dropped it off.
Sure, I'm following it up for you.
Thank you very much.
I'm following it up.
I don't worry, he knows.
I'm following it up. I'm following it up. I'm sure I'll confirm by close of the which of the days, but he's accepted it.
Okay.
Following it up. Nana benete akwa mashena sin February Juma na si Ejuma de papa any so cresa for ultra hot fuck movie. And you have any comment on that?
You see what I'm going through?
One more time, can I sign off? One more time, let me off his mic. One more time, that DJ Toxic for sitting in for me for the first initial segment. Show produced by Adele, Bosco, Toxic, Benjamin Compson, the Biggie. And of course, I saw Abigail Ashley around. Benjamin Okra again. Okay. Anyway, we'll talk about this some other time. Yanko Peace 104.34, the midday news. Who are girl friend saying? Macramo.